From Spalding Stearns Field at Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass., this is NEPSAC softball on LSP. Today, it's the Lawrence Academy Spartans with a record of 5-1, 3-1 in ISL play, hosting the Thayer Tigers with a record of 1-5, 0-4 in ISL play. This an ISL matchup. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Sam Feely, ready to bring you the play-by-play story on another gorgeous mid-spring day here in Central Mass. It's finally starting to feel a lot more like spring or even summer in the case of the past couple of days. Field's in good shape, and so are the Lawrence Academy Spartans. After dropping their decision at Governor's a couple of Saturdays ago, they've won 2 in a row. You saw the win against Milton Academy last Saturday, 11-3 here on LSP, and now looking to make it 3 in a row after taking one against Winchendon on Wednesday. Thayer, trending in the opposite direction, won their opening game of the season against St. Paul's in a rout and have since lost 5 in a row, including being held to 5 runs over the course of their last 2 games. The starting lineup for the Thayer Tigers, they're going to be in the visiting white jerseys with the black letters and orange numbers and orange trim. Samantha Rando is going to lead it off in right, followed by Alina Muller at short. Karina Kilburn is at second. Jenna Hirsch is behind the plate. Madeline Farrell is at first. Tessa Schneider is in center. Braden Ibrahim is at third. Kate Rulon is in the circle. And Persia Pena Cruz rounds out the lineup in right. Kate Rulon, again, the pitcher for Thayer. And this is the Lawrence Academy lineup they will face in the navy blue jerseys with white pants, red trim, and white letters and numbers. Celia Vanaco, you see in the circle, making another start. Will lead it off as the pitcher, followed by Jamie Babineau at short. Caroline Pollock is in right. Morgan Vigin is behind the plate. Erin Tabor is in center. Mia Gage is at first. Avery Badger is at third. Ashley Barron is in left. And Sarah Perry rounds out the lineup at second. Here is Samantha Rando, the right fielder, standing in from the left side to lead it off for the Thayer Tigers. We are underway with the first pitch at 2:58, and it's up and in for ball 1. This is a little looper into shallow right and out of the reach of the second baseman Perry, and a leadoff single for the Tigers. So that'll bring up Alina Muller in the shortstop. Mullern standing in from the right side, waiting for a little bit of housekeeping here. Now Mullern shows bunt. Coming down to threaten to throw to first is the catcher Vigin, but it's up and away for ball 1. Gets the bunt down to the third baseline, but that's foul, and leaving the count at 1. That's a strike on the outside corner to make it 1-2. Again, Vigin going a little bit down the first base line, threatening to throw. 1-2 the count. Runner goes off of second, then or goes on first rather, than retreats back safely. Is Mullern, and it's 2-2. This is fouled into the screen. Off-speed pitch drifts up and away, full count to Mullern with the heart of the order coming up next. 3-2 count, and nobody out, runner on first. Swing, get a miss, and a high fastball for strike 3. One down, that brings up Karina Kilburn. And Kilburn fouls this one into the screen to make it 0-1. Chopper to the left side. Shortstop has it on to second for one. Perry turns and will not get the runner at first. So they get the lead runner, but that's it. Fielder's choice. 6-4. 2 down for the cleanup hitter, Jenna Hirsch, the catcher. And that runs too far inside to the right-handed hitting Hirsch for ball one. And she smokes this one into left field. Back goes Barron, and it's just foul. That was parked right just in the corner you want it to be, but hooked foul just at the last moment. And so Hirsch with the rolled up sleeves will face a 1-1 count after that loud, long foul ball. One. Down and in, 2-1. Leadoff single, then a strikeout at a fielder's choice. Have us at 2 outs. Runner on first here in the top of the first. Up and away, 3-1. Throw down to first and back safely without a tag is Kilburn. Three one. That's in there for a full count. Hirsch trying to keep the line moving for Madeline Farrell on deck, and she will take ball 4 down and in. So first and second, Banaco's in a little bit of a pickle in the first against Milton, if you recall last week's broadcast, but eventually got out of it, as that is in there for strike one to Farrell, the first baseman. Swing and a miss at a riser there, and it's 0-2. Center fielder Tabor shaded a bit towards right. The pitch just missed up and away. Vigin tried to frame it, but it'll be 1-2. Kilburn on second. Hirsch on first. 2-2. Oh, brush back there. That's low, 3-2, and now Vanaco in danger of loading the bases. Remember last week Vanaco got off that slow start, didn't end up not allowing a run in the first inning and then cruising through the next couple of innings en route to the complete game victory. That was an 11-3 decision as that's fouled down the first base line. My apologies. Full count to Farrell. Swing and a foul straight back. "23 pitches already in this first inning for Vanaco. The 3-2 once again. Swing and a miss and a changeup. 2 strikeouts in the inning, and they both came on 7 pitch at-bats. But that will end the threat in the top of the first for Thayer after half an inning. Tigers nothing, Spartans coming up. This is NEPSAC softball on LSP. NEPSAC softball on LSP is brought to you by Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass. Considering an independent high school? Log on to lawrenceacademy.info for complete information on their programs, and be sure to tour their beautiful campus with their new turf field complex. 73 degrees and partly cloudy at game time, though it feels warmer but right now. But then again, I am sitting directly underneath the sun. And anybody who follows me on Instagram or Snapchat or whatever social media you know me on, you know that last week after the game, I posted my photo of my first sunburn of the broadcast season. I'll take a sunburn over, you know, a bunch of canceled games due to 50 degrees and rainy like we had pretty much all of April. Celia Vanaco, the pitcher for Lawrence Academy, to lead things off against Kate Rulon, the pitcher for Thayer. The third baseman, Ibrahim, playing way in from the third base bag as that misses high for ball one. That misses down and weight. It's 2-0. Three straight. Pitch is not even close to begin the at-bat for Vanaco. Release point is off, to say the least, for Rulon to begin the game as she walks Vanaco on 4 pitches. She finds a strike zone there to Jamie Babineau, the shortstop, to make it 0-1. A little chin music there, and it's 1-1. So both teams getting the leadoff batter aboard. That's in the dirt, makes it 2-1. This is into right center field, and this will get past the center fielder, Schneider. Vanaco is being waved around third. Right behind her is Babineau. She will hold at third with a triple. And LA strikes first, 1-0. High for ball one to Caroline Pollock. This is a little nubber off the glove of the first baseman, Farrell, and getting in safely just underneath the tag as the tag actually got away from the catcher, Hirsch, is Babineau. And it just like that's 2-0. On the outside corner for strike one to Morgan Vigent. Base is empty. One down. Two and one the count. Reaching a pitch down and in, and this is into center field, and this will be caught by the center fielder Schneider for out number 2. Getting the bunt down here is Erin Tabor, and she will have to come back as it was foul. That is over Tabor's head for ball one. Again, a high one. Most often, Vinako has been missing to her pitching hand side, her right side. She tells me she's releasing the ball a little too early. 3-1 the count. And she misses down and in, ball four. Ball gets away from the catcher, Hirsch, but no further advance than first for Tabor. So runner on first, 2 down for the first baseman, Mia Gage. Runner goes, throw down to second, is into center field, and on her way to third is Tabor, and she will get there sliding. So a walk, a stolen base, and an E2. 1-0 the count, and that is inside 2-0. 2-0 or 1-1? Little looper, and a diving catch by the second baseman, Kilburn, and that ends the inning. So a bit of an adventure. Thayer gets out of it only allowing 2 runs on just 1 hit, 2 walks, and 1 error. After 1 complete, Lawrence Academy 2, Thayer nothing. Top of the second, the 6, 7, and 8 hitters due up for Thayer. And the first pitch is swung on and fouled out of play by Tessa Schneider, the center fielder, for strike 1. Tessa takes down low, and it's ball 1. Schneider is one of the captains for Thayer. She is a center fielder senior from Weymouth, Massachusetts. She fouls this one off as well, and the count will be 1-2. "24 pitches in that first inning for Celia Vinako. Only 13 for strikes. I like to get the ratio a little smooth down here, as this is a little looper into left field and down for a base hit. Second hit of the ball game for Thayer. It's the second straight inning they've had the leadoff batter aboard. And they try to get the runner, as she tried to catch the defense napping between first and second, she gets there safely. Well, how about that? Is it officially a stolen base? But it might as well be. Here's Baden Ibrahim, the third baseman. And Ibrahim takes on the inside corner for strike one. At the knees for strike two. Oh, that hit her on the ankle. She didn't even flinch. So, another base runner with a two-strike count for Vanaco. So, first and second, nobody out for Kate Rulon, the pitcher. And Rulon takes a strike, 0-1. Reaches for it and fouls it away for strike two. So it's the third straight batter that Vanaco's had a two-strike count to. But Schneider had a single and then took second, and then Ibrahim got it plunked on an 0-2 pitch. They throw down to first, and they nearly threw it into right field, did Vigent. Back safely is Ibrahim. One and two the count. This is fouled away. So Thayer not making it easy for Vanaco. Grinded out some tough at-bats in the first inning, but again, did not score. There she gets a strikeout, her third of the ball game, and there's one down. So that'll bring up the number 9 hitter, Persia Pena Cruz. Persia with a flat-footed swing and miss there for strike one. Persia is one of two twin Pena Cruz sisters on this game. Her sister is Nadia Pena Cruz. They're from Pembroke, Mass. This is tapped in front of the mound. Only play will be to first, low throw, but hanging onto it is Gage. Runners advance to second and third, so it's a productive out. Second and third, but now two down, and the lineup turns over for Samantha Rando, who singled her first time up, leading off the ball game. And she lines this run right back to the pitcher, Vanaco. And after all that, nothing comes of another rally for Thayer. After 1.5, Spartans 2, Tigers nothing. Advertising opportunities are available on LSP. Get your company's message on air or on localsportsproductions.com for as little as $25 per ad. Visit localsportsproductions.com/advertising or email Sam at localsportsproductions.com for more information. Also, if you want LSP to tape or broadcast your team's games, rates start just $100 per game. You can also ask LSP about streaming your next gaming tournament, wedding, concert, recital, school play, meeting, or other event. Visit localsportsproductions.com/services or email Sam at localsportsproductions.com for more information. Thayer out hitting LA 2-1 at this juncture of the ball game. But, of course, as I've always said, the only stat that matters in the end is the is the one in the run column. And right now, Lawrence Academy is leading that category 2-0. 2 walks, a stolen base, a triple, and an error. 7, 8, 9 due up for Thayer here, for LA here in the bottom of the second, with Avery Badger to lead things off. Badger getting the start third base today, looking down to the third base coach's boxing coach, Teresa Ryan. Rulon back to work, and the first pitch is low for ball 1. This is popped up on the infield. Ibrahim coming in, but it'll be the pitcher, Rulon, putting it away for out number 1. One up, one down for Ashley Barron, the left fielder. She takes high for ball 1. She fouls this one towards the Thayer dugout to even the count at 1. Pitch to Barron. Down and away, 3-1. Way up and in, ball 4, and that is the third walk of the game issued by Rulon. They'll bring up the number 9 hitter, the second baseman, Sarah Perry, and Perry takes low for ball 1. Look at first by Rulon, and the pitch. Low, kept in front of her by Hirsch, and it's 2-0. Heard the Thayer, as that's low, ball 3. So in the first inning, she was releasing it a little too early. Now she's releasing it a little too late. Here, acting head coach Allison Garnsey, as that's in there for strike 1, 3-1, telling her to find her release. She having a little inconsistent with that to begin the ball game. It's evidenced by the 3 walks. And now the 4 walks through the first inning plus. First and second, nobody out. And the lineup turns over for the pitcher, Celia Vanaco. She takes strike 1. Vanaco walked and scored her first time up. That's low, gets away from the catcher Hirsch, and up to second and third go Perry and Barron. That's a nobody out. I did mean 1 out, so second, third, 1 out for Vanaco. And she chops this one down the third baseline and foul. And misses ball 2, 2-1. Two and two, I should say. Pitch gets away again from the catcher Hirsch, but no advance by the runners. And it's 3-2. Way high for ball 4, 3 consecutive walks. Issued by Rulon. And now Coach Garnsey out to have a word with her pitcher. Bases loaded, 1 out for Jamie Babineau, who had an RBI triple her first time up in the first. What does she have for an encore? Bases filled with Spartans. Barron at third, Perry at second, Vanaco at first. And the pitch, down low for ball 1. That's on the outside corner for strike 1. Way high. Ball 2. "15 balls, 6 strikes thrown this inning by Rulon. That's low, gets away from the catcher Hirsch, but no advance by the runners. And it's ball 3. This is grounded to the left side, off the shortstop Mullen. 1 run scores, here comes a second. And it is 4-0 Spartans. Could have been a double play ball to end the inning. Instead, first and second, still 1 out. And here's the number 3 hitter, Caroline Pollock. And she takes down and in ball 1. Upstairs, 2-0. Three and 0. This is into right center field, and this will get down for a base hit. And getting a late break on that one was the runner at second, Vanaco, so she'll have to hold at third. And it looks like we're going to have a change here for Thayer. And it looks like it's going to be a change in the circle. Not a great outing for Rulon. It looks like Cassie Olson is coming out to take her place. So Cassie Olson, the junior from Raynham, Mass, will take over in the circle for Kate Rulon. So the outing ends after 1 1/3 innings for Kate Rulon. She has allowed 4 runs thus far and is still responsible for all 3 runners on base. She ends up allowing 2 hits, 5 walks, and again, those 4 runs. So we'll see what Cassie Olsen can do, coming in with the bases loaded and 1 out in a 4-0 ball game in the second. And the cleanup hitter, Morgan Vigent, coming to bat. Vigent flew out to center first time up, and Olsen misses outside for ball 1. Bases filled with Spartans again. That's low, ball 2. Vigent, the 7th batter of the inning. That drops in there for strike 1, 2-1. This is grounded to the right side, knocked down by the first baseman. She'll come home with it, but it's not in time to get the runner coming home from third, Vanaco. And it'll make it 5-0. Didn't even take the out at first, just went right home. So bases still loaded, still only 1 out. One and 0 the count. One and 1 now to Erin Tabor, who walked and stole second. Her first time up in the first. And she pops this one up into foul territory. Ibrahim makes the catch, 2 down. There's a big second out, keeps the bases loaded, and Mia Gage steps to the plate, lined out to second to end the first, and she takes low, ball 1. Again, there's only been 1 hit this inning, and that was a single by Pollock. This is popped up. And unable to make the catch is the catcher, Hirsch. It was in foul territory. So that's a strike and not a live ball. 1-1 the count. That'll be an E2. This is popped up, and this one will be secured by Hirsch for the out that retires the side. So redemption on the very next pitch for Hirsch. Spartans score 3, but leave the bases loaded. And after 2 complete, Spartans 5, Tigers nothing. This is NEPSAC softball on LSP. You can follow LSP on the web at localsportsproductions.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Patreon LSP37, Snapchat LSP Media, and subscribe to the LSP YouTube channel. Five runs, 2 hits, no errors, 4 left for Lawrence Academy. No runs, 2 hits, 3 errors, 4 left for Thayer. As the first pitch to Elena Mulhern is down low for ball 1. Mulhern struck out after a 7-pitch at-bat in the top of the first. Her first time up. She squares, gets it down in front of the pitcher. Vanaco fires to first in time. Vanaco has not really had an easy inning. She's faced 5 batters in each of the first 2 innings and had 24 pitches in the first and 15 in the second. Looking to settle it down with a strong 1-2-3 inning here. And she's ahead of the number 3 hitter, Karina Kilburn, 0-1. Kilburn reached on a fielder's choice her first time up. She swings and misses at a pitch that is dropped by the catcher, Vigent, 0-2. Kilburn, then Hirsch, and Farrell, if anybody gets on. Swing and a miss and an off-speed pitch. And that is the 4th strikeout of the ball game for Celia Vanaco. Quickly 2 down, that brings up Jenna Hirsch, the catcher. Hirsch walked her first time up in the first. Looking for equal or better success this time around. Up and away for ball 1. That's in there for strike 1. 1-1. Again, 5 runs on just 2 hits for Lawrence Academy thus far. It's popped up and foul. Bangs off the overhang, so it'll be 1-2 rather. Spartans have had their chance to get it into a double-digit margin early, but left. And strike 3 call. Looked a little low, but that'll retire the side. And there's that quick inning Vanaco was looking for. After 2.5, still Spartans 5, Tigers nothing. The LSP store is now open. Get yourself a DVD copy of any of this or any past LSP video broadcast or one of several different designs of bumper stickers. Visit localsportsproductions.com/store or the LSP Facebook page after the game to place your order. And remember, all orders within the continental United States come with free shipping. It'll be the same three that started the second to start the third for Lawrence Academy here in the bottom of the third. Avery Badger, Ashley Barron, and Sarah Perry. Badger was the only out Kate Rulon recorded in the bottom of the second when she popped up to Rulon leading off the inning. Hoping for better fortunes here against the new pitcher, Cassie Olsen, who allowed one inherited runner to score, but got the last two outs of the inning to keep it at what is now a 5-0 game. And this is grounded right back to the pitcher through her glove. Fire on to first by the shortstop, Mulhern, and not in time. That'll be an infield single for Badger. So first pitch swinging. We saw a lot of that in the game last week for LA against Milton, but not a whole lot this game, as that's down in for ball one to Ashley Barron. Barron walked and scored last inning, and she lines this one and caught between first and second, but they won't even get the out at first. Wow. Badger was hung up between first and second, thinking the first baseman Farrell was going to catch that. Then Farrell underhanded to Kilburn, and Kilburn was late getting to the bag. So back-to-back infield singles. First and second, nobody out. And there's a strike. Throw down to third, and they got Badger by a country mile. So 0-1, one out, and now 0-2. Boy, it looked like this inning was going to start to spiral, and then now all of a sudden an 0-2 count to Perry. Runner on first, one out. That's low, ball one. This is chopped to the right of the circle. Coming in is the second baseman, Kilburn, on to first in time. Advancing to second on the play is Barron, but two down. Were it not for that attempted steal of second, it would be second and third, one out. Instead, it's runner on second, two out, and a 1-0 count to the pitcher, Celia Vanaco. Vanaco walked twice and scored twice. Flips that one foul down to the third base line. Ibrahim was ready to field it, but wisely let it go. And that'll make it 1-1. Runner at second is Barron. That's low for ball two, 2-1. Spartans have doubled their hit output in this inning, but are in danger of being held off the scoreboard for the first time. Funny how that works out. Up and in, 3-1. And Vanaco could reach base via base on balls for the third straight time. She's ahead, 3-1. And there it is, ball four, third walk drawn by Celia Vanaco. When you're a pitcher, you should know where the strike zone is, certainly. So first and second, two out for Jamie Babineau, and she takes a pitch downstairs for ball one. No advance by the runners. as Hirsch corrals it. Babineau had an RBI triple in the first and reached on an error that scored 2 runs in the second. She takes strike 1, 1-1. This is grounded down the third baseline to make it 1-2. Barron at second, Vanaco on first. The pitch, way high, 2-2. Badger and Barron led off the inning with back-to-back singles, but Badger was caught stealing third. First and second now, 2 out. This is grounded to short, fielded by Mulhern, fires on to first. In time for the out that retires the side. A couple of good plays there by the Tigers middle infielders that inning. And after 3 complete, still LA 5, Thayer nothing. We go to the top of the fourth with the 5, 6, and 7 hitters due up for Thayer, Madeline Farrell, Tessa Schneider, and Baden Ibrahim. First pitch to Madeline is in there for strike 1. Madeline is 0 for 1, struck out swinging on a 3-2 pitch to end a rally in the top of the first, and she misses at a high one, 0-2. No runs, 2 hits, 3 errors, 4 left for Thayer, as that's on the outside corner for another strikeout for Celia Vanaco. 1 down. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night, Madeline Farrell. 5 Ks in the game now. 6 Ks in the game now. For Vanaco, she gets ahead of Schneider 0-1. And she chops this one to the third baseman. Badger on to first quickly, 2 down. They'll bring up Baden Ibrahim, who was hit by an 0-2 pitch in the second inning. Didn't even flinch at that one either. And she pops this one up, and this is going to get out of play for strike 1. Fouled straight back, and it's 0-2 to Baden. Banacco delivers, low ball one. Ain't gonna be that easy. 1-2. Strike three called. Ibrahim, I'll say Ibrahimovic, right? Ibrahim frozen by the pitch and the call, and that'll do it. 7 strikeouts in the game for Banacco. We're halfway home. It is still Lawrence Academy 5, Thayer nothing. NEPSAC Softball and LSP is brought to you by Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass. Considering an independent high school, log on to lawrenceacademy.info for complete information on their programs, and be sure to tour their beautiful campus with their new turf field complex. Bottom of the fourth of the heart of the order due up here for Lawrence Academy, Caroline Pollock, Morgan Vision, and Aaron Tabor. And Pollock, who is 1 for 2 with a single, takes strike one, 0-1. And she grounds this one down the third base line. Ibrahim let it go, and it almost snuck in fair territory over the third base bag, but fortunately for her, it stayed foul, and it'll be 0-2. And this is over. Ibrahim into left field for a base hit. Taking the turn at first is Pollock. She wants 2, and she gets there standing with a double. Good piece of 2-strike hitting there by the number 3 hitter, Pollock. It's the second extra base hit of the ball game for the Spartans. Runner in scoring position. Nobody out for Morgan Vision, who is 0 for 2, flied out to center, and reach out fielder's choice. She smacks this one into right field for a base hit. Being waved around third is Pollock. The relay, the cutoff is bobbled by the second baseman, Kilburn, and in to score is Pollock, and it is 6-0. So back-to-back hits on back-to-back pitches for the Spartans. And now getting the bunt down but fouling it is Tabor for strike one. Or no, it hit her? Wow. All right, well. Well, so much for that. So first and second. And now the umpires are going to confer. And they heard what I said. Do they? Maybe they get the call wrong? Or did she get hit? Because she offered at it, I thought. So I think that should be a strike. Well, no change in the call. So first and second. Nobody out for Mia Gage, the first baseman, who's 0 for 2 with a line out to second and a pop up to the catcher. And that's down and in. Squirts away from the catcher, Hirsch. Throw down to third. Almost airmailed into left field, but good backup by the shortstop, Mulhern. Will be a wild pitch that allows him to advance, however. And it's ball one, second and third. And this is ground to the right side underneath the glove of Ibrahim. And everybody's safe. As now just barely getting back to second. Now everybody is safe as Tabor gets back. And a little bit of theatrics there by Tabor at second. So bases loaded, nobody out for Avery Badger. Can get to 10-0 with one swing of the bat here. She's 1 for 2 with a single and a pop-up to the pitcher. That's down and in, smothered by Hirsch, ball one. Upstairs, 2-0. Still nobody out. Double say, and now miscommunication in the infield, getting the ball back to the pitcher, and a run scores. Everything that could go wrong has go wrong for Thayer here. That's low, 3-0. That's on the outside corner, 3-1. Two more errors in the inning for Thayer. That's low, ball 4. So the bases are loaded again, still nobody out. And that'll bring up Ashley Barron, who has reached base twice and scored, and that's high for ball 1. 7-0. First 5 batters have reached on a walk, an error, a hit batsman, a double, and a single. Not necessarily in that order. Swing and a miss. Look good right at your eye level, but you're not going to make good contact on that, and it's strike 1, 1-1. Tabor at third, Gage at second, Badger at first, outside, 2-1. Bluffing off of third was Tabor. She gets back safely. That's down and in, 2-1. 3-1 rather. This is grounded towards the Thayer dugout to make it a full count. Number 9 hitter Sarah Perry is on deck. Down and in, ball 4. That'll walk home a run. Eight nothing our score. And that'll bring up Sarah Perry, who walked and scored the second and grounded out to second in the third. Still nobody out this inning, and that's a strike. This is chopped in a pretty good spot. Ibrahim will come home, and she's safe. And the ball gets away from the catcher, Hirsch, but the runners didn't recognize it in time. So it'll just be station to station, and it's 9-0. Lawrence Academy looking to put this one out of reach early. Off-speed pitch drops in there for strike one to Celia Vanaco, who has reached base by a walk all 3 times she's been up today. And she is pitching phenomenally well. She grounds this one right back to the pitcher out of her reach. The only play will be to first, and she's safe. So her first hit of the ball game drives in a run. As that makes it double digits, 10-0. Not a mercy rule situation just yet. And that's in for strike one to Jamie Babineau. Second time the Spartans have sent nine batters to the plate, and still nobody out in the inning. Upstairs. One and one. And this is into center field and down for a base hit. 1 run scores. Being waved around third is Perry. She will score sliding. It's a 2-run single for Jamie Babineau. Her second and third RBIs of the game, and it is 12-0. This is popped up, and this will be out of the reach of the shortstop, Mulhern. Throw to third, and they get the force. So Pollock reaches, but Vanaco is retired 6-5. Finally an out in the inning, 1 down. And that is strike one to Morgan Vigent. This is into right field. This is deep. Back goes Rhonda. Oh, it's going to roll all the way to the fence. 1 run scores. Here comes a second. On her way to third is Vigent. She will keep on running home. An inside the park home run. And it is 15-0. And are we going to mercy this now? All right, so yeah, that's game. All right, so okay, gotcha. All right, so that is a mercy ruling, and Lawrence Academy picks up the 15-0 win. Our player of the game will be Celia Vanaco. Complete game shutout with 9 Ks, and also reach base all 4 times she was up with 2 runs scored, 3 walks, and an RBI single. So, with the win, Lawrence Academy improves to 6-1, 4-1 in ISL play. With the loss, Thayer falls to 1-6, 0-5 in ISL play. The time of the game was 1 hour and 12 minutes. The winning pitcher is Celia Vanaco. The losing pitcher is Kate Rulon. With that said, this has been a presentation of Local Sports Production, serving Greater Boston student-athletes since 2011. Copyright 2018. Unauthorized redistribution of any portion of this broadcast without the express written permission of Local Sports Productions is strictly prohibited. NEPSAC Softball and LSP has been brought to you by Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass. Considering an independent high school, log on to lawrenceacademy.info for complete information on their programs, and be sure to tour their beautiful campus with their new turf field complex. And be sure to follow LSP on the web, localsportsproductions.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Patreon, LSP37, Snapchat, LSP Media, and subscribe to the LSP YouTube channel. Once again, the final score from Spalding Stearns Field at Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass. It is the Lawrence Academy Spartans 15 and the Thayer Tigers nothing in 4 innings. My name is Sam Feely, reminding you freelance isn't free. Thanks for tuning in.